light that will keep us focused. Now, you say, well, Pastor, what does this relate to? It's simply this: principles. Principles are things that are clearly defined in our own heart and mind because it's something that we have concluded. Webster says it's a general truth or law, basic to other truths that you have. In other words, it becomes the guiding light in your life, and it causes you to keep focused in life. Consider this: Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So, if we adopt that as a principle in our lives, that we will not allow our treasure to be our guiding light, but instead our faith in God and His ability to provide all of our needs. That becomes our focus. And when we do that, incredible things can begin to happen. But let's consider the other side of this. A person who is so caught up in his treasure, loves his things, or her, loves the things more than anything else in life, and willing to totally dedicate and commit themselves to that purpose of gaining and multiplying and lying up treasure. Well, we know the scripture that tells us, don't lay your treasures up on earth, but lay them up in heaven where moth and rust does not corrupt it. But when a person becomes so consumed in the pursuit of treasure, bad things can begin to happen because it becomes a abandonment of the pursuit of spiritual things. Oftentimes an abandonment of relationship with both God and our fellow humans that we love, because that becomes the consuming thing in our lives, and it becomes our focus, the light that will guide you. But the flip side of that, when a person loves to be generous, and they learn to be generous, wonderful things begins to happen. It truly is an amazing thing. But see, it goes back to the guiding light. It says, faith, my faith will guide me, because I believe that God is the provider of the things that we need, and that He does love us and He cares about us. But our heart is committed to that relationship above everything else. And so what we would desire to do is, God, what is your will for my life? Lord, how can I be a minister? How can I minister both to God and to my fellow man? And that would become the thing that would guide me, and that would become a principle, a priority in my life. And that would become the most important thing to me. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.